Why creation at all? Why creativity at all? Part 1. Creation is for creation. Creativity is for creativity. The whole movement of creation is creation itself. The whole movement of creativity is creativity itself. The whole movement of mutations is mutation itself. The whole movement of learning is learning itself. That is the whole beauty of creation, creativity, mutation, and learning. Then what happens, or what follows, with the ugly touch of measurement after measurement, measurement after measurement, frame by frame, spell by spell, corruptive is the ugly, dark, sinister, eerie, corruptive, erosive, corrosive, consumptive, precarious, dangerous, lethal, and fatal, or fatal consequences of the survival of humans, or perhaps for life on earth itself. Quite innocuously, humbly, unsuspectingly, stealthily, beginning as deliverance, salvation, benediction, succor, stagnation, and stasis, inevitably creeps in, quite innocuously, humbly, unsuspectingly, stealthily, beginning as deliverance, salvation, benediction, succor, stagnation, and stasis, inevitably creep in, growing in magnitude, initially crawling, and then in leaps and bounds, compounding as crisis, existential crisis, that crisis of humanity, and ultimately a crisis so all consuming and destructive that it is ready to jump the precipice into the unfathomable abyss of no return, that is, the extinction or extermination of a species or humans itself. It creeps in with the first blush of ugliness, the first blush of measurement that emblemishes, the touch of measurement emblemishes, competition that corrupts, corrodes, erodes awareness and sensitivity, compounding ignorance, nonchalance, and apathy, with increasing measurement as cutthroat competition, repetition of the same pattern, moving in circles, caught in the rut of tradition, reinforcement, composition until learning comes to a grinding halt. Mutation has no chance, compounding stasis, impending crisis, hate and spite, conflict, increasing hard and fast hitbacks, highly aggravated conflict, war, genocide, and ethnic cleansing. Ethnic cleansing is but a form of extinction through extermination. Saw how we arrived at that, how we discovered that. That is, measurement, increase in measurement and its strength in steps of repetition, competition, cutthroat competition, moving in circles within the suffocated, despondent, desolate and highly dependent confines of tradition, reinforcement with reiteration, reinforcement of tradition with reiteration, composition until learning comes to a grinding halt. Mutation has no chance, stagnation, stasis, compounding stasis, impending crisis, compounding crisis, inflating crisis, burgeoning crisis, highly precarious crisis, and ultimately a crisis that is ready to jump the cliff or precipice, plunging head down into extinction or extermination, essayed as ethnic cleansing, or the other way round, Brahmins calling upon themselves an holocaust that will wipe out the entire Brahmin community throughout the world. Creation and creating slip into high entropy when they only influence and create more and more followers, dependent, highly dependent dependents, and not more and more creators or original contributors to creativity. Instead, they contribute heavily to high entropy through following, kneeling, worshipping at the feet of the masters, and become hopelessly, indefinitely, completely dependent for everything with no life of their own, prepared to kill and get killed for the masters and their ideology, leading to high entropy and then precariously high entropy because learning has stopped, stasis peaks, and you are ready to jump the precipice. Here is a chart of the carnivorous and the cannibalistic, or even the ghoulish, ordered in steps of high entropy and precariously high entropy. Dalit women, Tamil Christians, Dalit Tamil Christians, DMK women leaders, Durga Stalin, Sendamarai Stalin, who is giving stiff competition to Kanimori Auntie, and the only person fully capable of outstripping Kanimori in word and deed, yes, in every deed indeed. Kanimori herself, M.K. Stalin's sons, M.K. Stalin's son definite of gangs of Wasipur 2 fame, gangs of Wasipur fame, M.K. Stalin himself. There ends high entropy, now precariously high entropy. Mustn't we give the Brahmins, who are always ready for one-upmanship and all the benefits, as a matter of reservation? Yes, reservation indeed. Mustn't we give the Brahmins, who are always ready for a one-upmanship, all the benefits as a matter of reservation? Yes, reservation indeed. Therefore, ordering precariously high entropy in steps. Palki Sharma, Rishi Sunak's wife, Kamala Harris, Indira Nui, Arti Prabhakar, Extra Pa, what a waste of education. Soumya Sominathan, what a waste of education, an apology for education. Parvatam Natarajan, Sudha Narayanamurthy, what a terrible waste of education and heartrending apology for education. Nirmala Sitaraman makes you feel like flinging to the winds the Vedas, the Upanishads, and the Bhagavad Gita, or dumping them in the dustbin of a loony bin. Bhanumati Narasimhan makes you feel like throwing the Vedas, Upanishads, and the Bhagavad Gita in the Bay of Bengal. Ultimately, Shankaracharyas, Sri Ravi Shankar, and the Brahmin patriarchy make you feel like burning the Vedas, Upanishads, and the Bhagavad Gita, and then pulverizing the Somnath temple and Padmanabha Swami temples, and building toilets for school girls and girl children, especially Dalit girls, in place of the demolished temples, with the most secure ladies' toilet built where the Garbhagriha stood, because there is nothing more secure for a girl than the mother's womb or Garbhagriha.